Good morning, guys. All right, we are going to read a book called Octopuses because this is the last ocean animal we're going to study. And if you look carefully in the word octopus is, you see one of those endings that we talked about, that suffix. It's got suffix es, because remember it ends in that hissing sound of the s, and so it's hard to say, so we had to add that e in there to make it plural or more than one. So while we read this book, I want you to be thinking about all the different facts you can tell me about an octopus. And then I want you thinking about how interesting this animal is, because there are some characteristics that are very special just to it. So be thinking about the things that really stick out to you on reasons for why this animal is interesting. So octopuses. All right, life in the coral reef. Octopuses are cephalopods. Okay, they live in oceans all around the world. Okay, and that cephalopods words, I know that's a huge word, but it is a word that's unique to animals that make ink. So you're thinking about those and squids. They have soft bodies, and then they also have multiple legs. So that kind of, if you think about it, describes an octopus. Many have adapted, remember, so that means they have adaptations to the coral reef biome. So that's the habitat. So let's find ways that they've adapted on ways that they survive there. Coral reefs are full of predators. Octopuses must find places to hide. They look for cracks in the reef. Their soft bodies easily squeeze inside. So since they're soft, they can kind of squeeze their way in there and fit. So the main thing that they do to hide is to hide from predators to keep them safe. Octopuses hide using camouflage. Their skin changes colors. It may even look more bumpy or smooth. So look, they've actually changed their skin to make it look like the bumps on the coral reef. So you can hardly tell where the octopus starts and where the rock begins. Special adaptations. So these are some of the adaptations they have. They have 8 arms. They have a soft body, like you said, where you can fit in all those cracks. And they have a sharp beak down here. And what they use that sharp beak for is to help it eat, because a lot of times it eats things like crabs and snails that have those hard shells that they need to crack. Because octopuses may look like rocks, coral, or even seaweed. This is the giant Pacific octopus. They have 8 arms. Each is covered in strong suckers. Octopuses use their arms to explore coral reefs. The arms can grab, smell, and taste. So that's like if you had your arm could smell and taste for you too. Escape plans. Octopuses face many dangers in coral reefs. They escape bites by dropping an arm. They later grow a new one. So look, if this fish grabbed him by the arm, he could actually drop that arm, and their bodies are so unique, they can actually grow back those body parts. Remember, that's kind of like the crabs could do that. Common octopus stats. They're of least concern when it comes to conservation. So that means that they're not as hunted, or there's more of them out in the wild than some of the other animals that need to be helped with conservation. And their lifespan is about 2 years. They only live to be about 2 years old. They have other ways to escape too. They blast predators with ink. The confused attackers cannot see or smell. Octopuses swim away safely. And here you can see him actually blasting that ink out. So if you were standing back here, it would disorient you where you couldn't see and you couldn't smell, and that way the octopus could get away. Hidden hunters. Octopuses are sneaky predators. They wait for prey to come close. So this is the Caribbean reef octopus, and you can see it's different colors. It's blended into that sea bottom. Suddenly they strike. Their arms and suckers keep prey from escaping. So here you can see he's actually attacked an eel. You can see the eel's head down there. Octopus mouths have sharp beaks. So think about the beak of a bird. They easily break through shells. Then the octopus releases venom to weaken its prey. So here's the octopus diet. Red king crabs, tiger tail sea cucumbers, and the mantis shrimp are the things that they really like to eat. Octopuses like to hunt at night. Their long arms search for prey inside the reach. These carnivores find a lot to eat in the coral reef biome. So since it's a carnivore, what does that mean? It means it eats meat. That's right. And so here are some of those words that we talked about, our vocabulary. Remember, adapted means changes over a long period of time. A biome is a large area with plants, animals, and weather. It's also, like when you think about it, called a habitat. Camouflage means that you change your markings to blend into your surrounding. A carnivore, remember, is an animal that only eats meat. A cephalopod are animals that have excellent eyesight. They have ink sacs, so they can squirt that ink, and muscular arms with suckers. And then coral, a hard material formed from the skeleton of small animals. Predators, remember, are those animals that hunt other animals, and then the prey are the animals that are hunted. And then suckers are those round parts at the end of the octopus's arm that's prey. And then venom, remember, is another word for poison, if that poison that they insert. Okay, so your job now is, we just learned so many interesting facts about the octopus. All I need you to do is I need you to go to Seesaw, and I just want you to record yourself telling me 3 interesting facts that make them a unique animal, because they're very different than some of the other animals that we've studied, okay? All right, I can't wait to hear what you guys come up with. Good job, guys. See you later.